I'm sitting here with Beth today. Beth is so cool. She's done Manifesting Mastery Course.com, Dream Driven Day a couple times too. And she is just awesome and good fun. And we just decided to add this to the collection and have some fun and spread the love. So, Beth, I want to welcome you to, I don't know if we want to call this an episode, a video, or whatever, a chat. But I've got a couple questions. And the
Okay.
first one is, who are you? Where are you from? And how'd you find out about us?
Well, thank you, 21st, for inviting me to do this with you. It's quite an honor, and I am blessed. My name is Beth Albert, and I am from Herman, Maine. I found you through my youngest brother, Luke, who started listening to you like 2016, 17, and he brought me to you. I started listening, and at first I was like, but you need to know that I just graduated from Colorado Christian University. So my mind was like not as open as I guess I thought it should be, or thought it was. So I listened and I watched and just, I saw everything that he was doing, his transformation, his love, his just everything he was turning around. And I just wanted to learn more. And after school, I wanted to learn more because that opened up a whole lot more than I ever thought I'd know. So it just flowed. It just flowed for me. I could go on and on. There's just so many things that I've been blessed with. And I think it's been it's not even a year. The 17th will be a year that I've been with you.
Wow.
Yeah.
And you're going into your next Dream Driven Day with us in October. So how cool is that? Wow.
My fifth.
Fifth. How cool.
My fifth without a break. And I don't ever want to stop because it's just that good. And I have to say this, Luke gifted me your book, Jumping Mouse. And
Wow.
It's amazing. It was like the cornerstone. I do feel like I have an inner calling. I do feel like there's more out there. And I know that I was distracted by the world. And it touched my heart in ways that I couldn't stop reading and I couldn't put it down. And I don't ever want to stop. I won't put it down because there was a sound that I could hear, but I was trying to ignore it. And you talk about that in the book. It just was very touching, and it was like home for me. It was like I was chasing happiness in a way, and it slowed me down.
Here we are.
I know. Again, I have so much to say. It's just, and it's heartfelt and it's genuine. And that's what I find here is real love, real people, real experiences.
I love how in Triple D I love how in Triple D how it becomes not just a solo adventure, but an adventure shared with friends and family.
Mm-hmm.
And I love your background that you mentioned because, like, for me, I was skeptical about this whole Neville Goddard thing, having a Catholic background, Christian background, but basically a dogmatic background.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, being the guy, I mean, I often talk about I make quick investments, but I also go, let me check this guy out. You know what I mean? But before you dove in, were you skeptical?
I was, but it was because of the words. It was simply because of words that I was conditioned not to say, words that, like evolution or evolve. I mean, there was just it just wasn't something we said, I grew up in Catholic and a Methodist household, which sometimes I refer to as dysfunctional because there's two different backgrounds, they believed in the Trinity and God, but they had different traditions that went along. And so it was confusing at times. But this kind of everything for me is oneness. I feel like we are all connected and only separated by words.
I put up in the Law of Attraction by Neville Goddard, I think Robin asked about the law and the promise, made a post about the law and the promise. And I said, and this is how I experience it. The law is about experiencing oneness with your desire. So instead of it being out there, something that you're working towards, you experience oneness with your desire.
Mhm.
And the promise is about experiencing your oneness as God who gives life. Your awareness of being is God, how you're aware of anything. When you really wake up to that and you start to experience, the promise is you discover that you are 100% divine as well as 100% human. And I love.
Do you know how freeing that is?
Yes, I do. I know.
Oh my word, that is so freeing, because for so long I guilted myself about things that were within my humanity, when all I needed to do was step up my divinity.
Yeah.
And it's done. And it's yeah.
I wish I knew what triple D lessons that's obviously it's in all of them. But those are my favorites, when that really comes out and you get to notice, do I really buy this? Am I rejecting this? How am I twisting this? Versus like, yeah, you know what? I'm 100% human and 100% divine.
Mm-hmm.
So
it's freeing.
Yeah. So let me ask, what exactly has happened as a result of diving in, of doing these things? How has your life changed?
Oh my goodness, it is contagious. Okay, my husband, my daughters, they're saying things that I don't know that they would normally say or think. It's opened up. It's just so cool.
Who would you recommend dive in, to Triple D, to MM?
Oh my gosh, everybody that I know, and everybody they know, and everybody they know, everybody, because I find that doing my own due diligence and finding my own path, which is what you guys teach. You teach to come back to self, come back to your heart, come back to who you really are. And you find out for yourself. And like MM lesson 1 is leaving out meaning. I mean, come on, that changed everything here. My recovery, my reaction time, my interactions with Jason and Jalen and Sydney it's just different. And that's another awesome thing, is different. I don't measure. I don't meter. Nothing's, better or whatever. It's simply different.
Pure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah.
Anything else you want to add in?
Oh, I could add in a ton, but just thank you. Thank you, and thank every single person that I've been connected with, because I believe that it's not by accident. We meet the people, our paths cross for reasons. And I couldn't be more blessed by the people that I've met through you guys, and it just keeps getting better and better. There's four members that have been in every one of my Dream Driven days with me.
Yep.
And I loved them. Love them. And I talk to them all the time. And then there's Steph, who's been in a couple with me, and love. And I don't want to leave anybody out, because I love them all. But it's just special. I feel like I've known them my whole life. It's that type of gig. It's that type of family. Without conditions.
That's it. That's why we call it the Dream Driven Day family. So
It's a beautiful family, and I would invite anybody. Just try it. I mean, really, what do you got to lose?
Yeah, the
Nothing.
old you. The old you.
That is it. That is it. You lose the old you. Yes. But it's beautiful, and I thank you.
Oh, thank you, Beth. I really appreciate this. And I'll let you know, obviously, when I post it up. Love you, Beth.
Love you too. Hugs to Victoria.